Hi guys, we're back with another video today, and today what we're looking at and what we're going to be talking about is Game Boy games, Game Boy boxes, and specifically how we can make sure that these guys and girls see another 30 years without becoming completely destroyed. Now, I know a lot of you know, or perhaps you don't know, if you watch this channel regularly, the Game Boy has a special place in my heart. It was the first console that I had, and over the years I've been lucky enough to acquire lots and lots of games and Game Boy paraphernalia. But one thing that's always sort of worried me is how long that these cardboard cases can last, and the majority of my collection is by no means mint condition. I'll probably say it's good at best, but you know, inevitably we're going to get damage around the corners, especially given that they're made from things like card. A lot of games that came out at this, or you know, over the years have come in you know, jewel cases, CD cases, that kind of thing, plastic cases, specifically for the, you know, the Mega Drive and the Master System. But the Game Boy, we're always sort of stuck with these card boxes. So with the Game Boy and the Game Boy Advance ones as well. Obviously, as we've now moved into the Switch, they're coming in plastic cases. DS came in the beautiful plastic jewel cases. But Game Boy games in these card cases. So how can we protect them? Well, up until recently, I didn't even know that these were a thing. And it wasn't until I purchased a copy of Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which came in this plastic storage protector type thing. I thought, you know what, that's really good. I wonder if they make them for Game Boy games. And it turns out they do. I know, right? I mean, maybe lots of you out there are saying, yes, we knew this a long time ago. But for me, this was a big deal. This is a whole new world for me. So I popped on eBay and picked up 10 of these in a bit of a bulk deal. I think they're about £7, so not too expensive. And here we are. And today, I'm just going to very quickly go through the process of having a quick look at it, putting one together so you can see how easily it is to put together if you're thinking about buying them, and what the end results are. So, like I said, I got 10 of these. They came in a pack, and they're nice and easy to put together. The first thing you're going to want to do is one of the things I didn't do, which made me wonder, like, why after I'd boxed them up they looked a bit, you know, not very clear. So we've got your outside layer of plastic. Once we've done that, we can just go ahead and sort of fold it out, so you know, back along the fold lines to give it that you know, extra bit of width. Now, when I made the first few of these, I made the mistake of closing one side before I put the game box in. And what I was finding was where these tabs fold over, my game was banging against it and it was starting to actually damage the boxes a little. So my advice to you would be, number one, have them flap side up so that the flaps aren't covering your game, because what you're going to end up it looking like is with these sort of flaps on the back side of your game, so your front of your game's nice and clear. You can slide your game in nice and carefully. It's a good fit. It's a tight fit, but it's not too difficult to get in. And then once they're in, we can just go ahead, fold them over, and I say the nice thing about these is it makes them look really shiny. I think it makes them stand out beautifully on the shelf, and it's going to protect them for more years to come. So I mean, this game is now 1992, over 30 years old. It's got a couple of cracks around the edge, but once we're in this, it's sort of sealed. You know, it's not permanently sealed, not really waterproof or anything like that, but it's going to give it a good lease of life. So when it's on the shelf, it's going to stand up to a bit of roughage. And there we go. Like I say, it actually makes it look really tidy. I've done this to a number of my games now, and I'm really impressed with what you see before you. I've not been sponsored for this video. yeah, I'm just recommending it. You know, I've not had anybody send me these and say, look at these. But I think these are a real good investment. Like I say, I got 10. I think it was for £7. They're a bit more expensive, obviously, if you're buying 1 or 2. But then they're also a lot cheaper if you're buying larger quantities. And actually, the other thing I did shell out, which was a little bit more, this was about £5, is a box protector for the actual console itself. Looking around, there are ones for other consoles. But to be honest, I'm not too fussed about buying those ones. They were a bit more expensive, starting to run to the £10, £20 for certain ones. For me, it's all about the Game Boy. And this box protector, it's really, really good. And I'm actually looking forward to having it back on the shelf now. It was in a box for a while, so it just stayed, you know, nice and safe. But now it's in its box protector. It's going back on display. Okay. Hope you enjoyed the video. Quick beg, if you could like and subscribe, it really helps us keep the channel going. It's just going towards helping us all. And yeah, have a nice day.